Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you guys are here. Take a quick second and thank the channel members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And anybody that's coming through, checking out the content, checking out the video. I hope you like it. If you like EDC and knife content, if you're so inclined, if you'll hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, it'll really help the channel out and keep you up to date on what we're up to. So today I've got a really cool little fixed blade that I found just by chance when I was looking around on DLT knives. And I've got it set up as a neck knife right now. So that's the cord that I keep wrapping up so it doesn't just look like it's something weird coming off the Kydex sheath. But this is the Tops Knives Crow Hawke. It is a little guy, little made in the USA, 1095 blade steel, G10, pinned handles. You've got this coated blade, very sharp and very thick little flat grind blade. Nice jimping here on the spine, and you've got this flat spine. Very well thought out, in my opinion, for a small 3-finger fixed blade, which is something that I really like. I'll talk about a couple of negatives that are very few. They're really just in the carryability of this knife. But I like it so much, it may be a sheath candidate. Anywho, it is very comfortable, full tang construction. You do have this little small lanyard hole here. Probably would not fit your standard paracord, but you could definitely do a smaller lanyard there. And again, it is a neck knife. It's a very small 3-finger knife. You can see there my dirty fingers. And yeah, it's just a great little package. Let me grab a piece of paper. And this is the factory edge from Tops. So it hasn't been touched by me. Hadn't even been stropped. So it's thick. It's pretty slicey though for a short blade. It has a couple of little hangs in it that could probably, I'm sure, be stropped out. But it's definitely a tough little knife. I like the size of it, again, because I like a small fixed blade. I like the ergos, and I like the price. This knife was right under $90. I want to say it was $89.95, something like that. And again, like I said, it's $10.95 steel, full tang, G10 construction, and it is a comfortable, small fixed blade. The negative that I will give it, it's got great retention on the sheath. There is absolutely no rattle, no wobble, no nothing. But the eyelets here, for me, they don't fit my standard ulti clips. I can't get the studs through for my straps. So I'm really limited into how I'm carrying this now by using, you know, the neck knife. And it's a little bit heavy for a neck knife, but it's nothing that keeps me from carrying it. I do carry it because I really like the shape of the knife. I like the size of the knife. I like the price of the knife. Again, for a USA made knife, I feel like it's a good value. It is a mass produced knife. And there is that, but it seems to be done very well. And then again, the sheath, even though it retains great, probably not going to be a problem for a lot of people, but I do like to have more carry options, which maybe I just haven't found the right hardware for it, but all the hardware that I use on most of my knives is not will not go through those eyelets, which makes me think it's just going to be an undersized eyelet, which is absolutely fine. So I don't want to give that a negative because it is marketed and I guess positioned as a neck knife, which it, you know, comes with a cord, and it is a neck knife, and it does that well. But anyways, let's do a couple of quick size comparisons to this little chunky guy, and then we will get a measurement and a weight. So that's it next to the Civivi Baby Banter. Right about the same size as our little Civivi Baby Banter. But if we look at it next to the Bradford Guardian 3, it's a much smaller knife than the Bradford Guardian 3. Another Tops knife that I've been very fond of, the Tops Bull Trout. It's much smaller than the Tops Bull Trout. This is a great knife. This is a good little knife. Jacob Creates Chickadee. It's a little bit longer and thicker in height than the Chickadee. And let's look at it next to our TKL Piranha, which is another great little knife. The one thing, like when we look at our TKL, you've got these areas, and we look at our Jacob Creates Chickadee. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but those eyelets are larger. If we go look at our, now this is a custom sheath I got from Artemis Sheaths for the bull trout. The bull trout came with a little leather sheath, but again, just slightly bigger. And it may be that I can find some hardware to go through there, but as of now I hadn't been able to, so I wear it as a neck knife. Not a negative, but just to be noted, right? And you guys might say, John, all you gotta do is get this to go through there and you can mount whatever. I just didn't know. So let's get a couple of quick dimensions of this little bitty knife, little bitty USA made knife. It's right at 5 1/4 inches with right about a 2.5 inch blade, 2-inch cutting edge, and from the back of the handle to that choil is 3 inches. Inside the handle to the choil is about 2 1/4, just a little bit higher. From here to here is a little bit more than 2 1/4. From here to here is 3. But yeah, guys, a little bruiser of a knife. Let's get some thicknesses. Not that this means anything to you guys, but I feel like if I don't give it to you, I'm leaving you out. So 0.1385, pretty thick behind the spine. It's going to have a pretty thick handle. For a little knife, 0.57. That's girthy. And behind the edge up to that sharpening bevel, it's at a 0.0450. I mean, if I get all the way down to the edge, it's 0.115. But it's a thick grind. You can definitely tell it's a thick grind, and I think that's the way it was intended. But again, not anything that I would want to have to Slurpee save with, because the choil is, it doesn't lock your finger in like my TKL or the bull trout. More similar to the Chickadee, but again, this knife's intended purpose is not a Slurpee saver, right? It's a backup knife to cut things, maybe do some light field dressing, if that's your gig, open packages. But it's a cool little knife. I don't like the branding. It's heavily branded like the bull trout is. That's kind of to be expected. Made in the USA, Tops, and then this 22-1485 is probably a part number. The grinds look pretty even. 1095 tool steel, but treated with that really rough textured coating. So I don't think, corrosion is going to be a problem on just a little secondary fixed blade for under 90 bucks. Guys, I hope this is somehow interesting, entertaining, or valuable to you guys. I like showing and letting you check out knives as I bring them into the collection, but this is one I just had to check out. I'm glad I did. It is a cool little knife. It is the Crow Hawke by Tops, probably their smallest model or the smallest that I've found yet. But guys, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you always supporting my content. All I ask is you please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.